Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you to everyone who has subscribed so far, who's following me, who's commenting on my videos. I really appreciate the support. You all have been so sweet and consistent, primarily my mom and my sister. And Pierre, you're the only fans I have. Oh no, and Jennifer. And if you haven't subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Go ahead and subscribe. Go ahead and like my videos and comment in the comment section what you want to see next. So today I am going to go over a storytime video. I thought this would be fun because I'm like, I haven't done that yet. And I want to talk about my trip to Vegas and just kind of talk about everything I went through. And it was so much fun. I shouldn't even say what I went through, what I experienced. It was so much fun. But I ended up going to Vegas last weekend with my best friend, and we saw Silk Sonic. It was so much fun. Oh, and what am I talking about? And I'm going to do an unboxing at the same time. So I got some stuff I'm going to be talking about while I tell you about my trip. But anyways, so I went last weekend. We went to Vegas to go see Silk Sonic. It was my first time in Vegas, and we actually left Friday after work. I, worked that day, and I got off, and we took a flight at night. We got there like around 10. And that Saturday was a Silk Sonic concert. So actually, this is something I got from Sephora, and I already started to unbox it. So yeah, you didn't get to hear me open it. I know some of you find that satisfying. But what I ordered was the Danessa Merrick's, whatever this. So I ordered the Danessa Merrick's laser beam eyeshadows. They look so pretty in the picture. So I was like, I have to get these. I have to try these. Because I don't really post a lot of dramatic eye makeup. But usually when I go out, when I'm like out with my friends, I usually do some really, dramatic looks. And I do want to start posting more of those so you can see some other cool ideas to do on your own. But anyways, so Saturday we woke up. We went to a buffet. We went to the Wicked Spoon buffet, which was right in our hotel room. We actually stayed at the Cosmopolitan, and it was really nice. The hotel was really nice. The service was really nice, and this buffet was there. It was called the Wicked Spoon. And one thing about the buffets in Vegas, people say, "Oh, the buffets are great. They're so good. You have to go to the buffet." And other than the crab legs, me and my best friend were like eating all the crab legs, basically. It was okay. It was just okay. And yeah, I'm not that impressed. I gotta say, like, the way people were explaining it, I really thought that it was gonna be better quality food. Like, now I will say you're not eating at a Golden Corral. Like, it's different. It's not like a Golden Corral or Ryan's or anything like that. Um, but it's just not for me. It's not the type of food I want to eat. Like, I like to eat at nice restaurants whenever I'm eating. Um, and the plate was like $50 for to get in, and it was a long line. Um, and I just didn't think it was worth it. $50, I could buy a good steak with that money. You know what I mean? So I was like, nah. This is the Danessa Merrick's. Okay, so I opened the first one. The colors I got were Laser Beam and which one was this one? I want them all actually, but they're like $25 a pop. Golly. There goes my phone bill. Half of my phone bill, I should say. Um, so if y'all try to reach me and you can't find me, I spent my phone bill money on this. Just joking. Okay, so yeah, so these are actually, they look really pretty. Ooh. So this is what they look like. Can you see it? It's so weird I don't ever know which place to look at. They're super cute. I love the packaging on them. The color looks really nice so far. I love greens. I love like anything like, I guess, green, like a green tint to it. Oh, so they're like, oh, got you. Okay, so they're creamy. So I thought they were going to be more powdery. They're actually creamier. I actually like this. Oh, Okay. I like. Okay. So, okay, I see. So they're kind of like wet. Oh, that looks. Okay, this is really nice. Oh, I love. Okay, I don't want to waste it all because this is not something I was sent. This is not PR. So you know I have to use every little bit. So, Dennis and Merrick's, if you ever want to sponsor one of my videos, let me know. I'll take anything I can get. Anything you have, even if it's just your worst product. All right. Oh, this is beautiful. Wow, this is gorgeous. Oh, wow. This payoff is insane. Wow. Can you see that? Oh, man. Whoa. I don't know how, like, if you can see that, but it is so pretty. So it goes into, like, a different shade. So they're, like, iridescent kind of. But this is beautiful. Oh, I don't want to put it on. I don't want to waste it. Ugh, I hate that I feel like I'm wasting this. Oh, this is so beautiful. It's like a mermaid. This is gorgeous. Oh, I'm going to definitely look. I'm going to make a look with this. Probably post this next time. Yep, love it. Let me see what this purple looks like. These are gorgeous. Absolutely stunning. Okay, I can't get this open. I hate when I have nails because I can't really do anything. Like, I actually don't like wearing nails anymore. Like, I used to be able to wear nails, and nowadays it's like a hassle. Let me not drop this. Ooh, this purple is so pretty. Oh my God. This is everything. The only thing is, it's like, wow, this is $25 and this is all you get. This is amazing, though. I mean, it's beautiful. You don't need a lot, but I just, like, wish it was packed in there because I see, like, a little space. I don't know if you could see that there's, like, a space where the product's not in there. Oh, I wish there was more. I wish it was, like, packed in. That's okay. You don't need much. Like, all that. This one's not coming on off as much. Yeah, I'm gonna need this too. If there's not much in on the inside, I want it to be like filled. Like, this is beautiful though. This is gorgeous. All right. Yep. This is a good buy, I think. I'll try it on. I'm gonna make a look and then post it. All right. So yeah. So it was okay. So after we left the buffet, we ended up going. Where did we go? We walked the strip for a little bit, and the strip is crazy. First of all, if you go on the strip, beware. If you see girls dressed up as like Las Vegas showgirls, stay away from them. Don't take a picture with them. They're scammers. So there are girls that are dressed up in Hollywood, like, or no, I'm sorry, like Vegas showgirls, and they'll come up to you and be like, "Oh, you want to take a picture with us?" And we're like, "Yeah, of course, we really do." Or actually, no, I asked them. I was like, "Oh, can we take a picture with you? Is it free?" And they were like, "No, it's not free." And they were like, "We just work off of tips or whatever." And we're like, "Okay, cool." So we're like taking pictures with them, and the girl's like, "Oh, well, actually," so you know, we're like, "Okay, well, they just work off of tips. We could just tip them. And so the girl's like, "Yeah, well, we can take pictures. Let's just grab our photographer really quickly." So we're thinking like, "Oh, these are like legit pictures." She grabs a stranger from the strip and is like, "Hey, can you take our picture?" Like, what? That's not your photographer. Like, that's just a random person. Like, whatever. And I know someone's going to say, "Well, she said you're our photographer." Like, she could have meant anything. I get it. But the way she said it like they had a photographer. And I was just like, okay, what the heck? So, anyways, we took their picture after. They were like, "Oh, ladies, well, we really appreciate you. And, we wanted to see if you could tip us. We typically ask for $20 or $40 for the tip." And I was like, $40? Like, that literally came out of my mouth. I was like, $40 per person? I was like, no, no, absolutely not. And they're like, please, we really appreciate you. And I was like, because I had literally had a five in my hand, $5 cash for each one. And they were like, oh, well, if you we don't really get a lot of the money. The hotel takes like 40% of our money. And I was like, are you being, in my head I was like, are you being pimped out right now? Like, or is it a hotel? Are you just saying it's a hotel and it's really a pimp? Like, 40%. And I was like, it's cash. I was like, I'm giving you cash. They'll never know that you got cash if you hide it. And my best friend was being so nice. She was like, we could just do 20. And I was like, okay, I'll do 20 and that's it. So we paid them 20 each for a freaking picture. If my best friend wasn't there, I honestly feel like I would have just given them the five and walked off. But she's so sweet. She was just like, no, whatever. It's just, whatever. And so we kept walking, whatever. And we ended up going to Sephora. We were on a trip for too long. We went and saw Vanderpump's cocktail restaurant, which I was at the wrong one. I was all like, oh, this is the a la Paris, and or the Paris or what, Paris, whatever it's called. It was the wrong one. It was like the cocktail club that they have, but it was so beautiful. And on our way to that place, we got stopped for two other Las Vegas showgirls, and my best friend was like trying to show support, and can't those girls scammed us too. And I was just like, okay, you're too sweet. I can't. Like, I'm not giving them any more money. I'm done. I was so mad. And I'm still mad. Like, just whatever you do, don't give those girls money, like, at all. Because it's not work. A picture's not worth that much. And I used to wear feathers myself. So why am I so excited to see feathers? Like, next on the list is going to be my Kandaka Safia box, which I got more goodies from there. Thanks so much for sending me my PR. Please, when you order from Kandaka Safia, use my code. The link is in the description for 10% off. And you also help support me too. But I got more goodies, and this is to help with my skin issues. So far, I've had, some issues with my acne and hyperpigmentation. So, Susan sent me over this stuff to try out, so I can't wait to try it. So after that, I'm doing this barehanded. So after we got scammed out of $40 in less than an hour, we ended up going back to the hotel to get ready. I started getting a huge headache while I was there. Oh, this is the Acne Cleansing Soap Face and Body Bar. Definitely going to try this, especially because sometimes I get acne back here because I'll put lotion on my back, and that's like an area that's really oily. Smells good too, even through the plastic. So we ended up going back to the hotel to start getting ready for Silk Sonic, and we were looking good. We were looking so good. My best friend was wearing this beautiful green dress, which I'm going to borrow eventually. Actually, I can't fit it because it's a medium. So it's going to be too long. But I was looking good. I had an all white dress on. It smells so good. I'm trying to figure out what it smells like. Oh, it smells like candy. I'm trying to figure out what it smells like. It smells like candy. But yeah, so we were looking good, feeling fine until we were waiting for the Uber. And my best friend was like, I don't know, I feel weird. These shoes feel terrible. And she's like, they're so painful. Oh, and then I had the Acne Hydrating Moisturizer. Oh, let me see how this sprays. Oh, it comes in yep. I'm here for it. I like the pumps. All the material out. It takes a while. So after we were waiting, she kept saying her feet were hurting, and I was just like, they look fine. She's like, do they look weird? She's like, I feel like my feet are touching the ground. We kept like pacing back and forth. And she was like, maybe I should go upstairs. And then we were kind of running late. So then we got into the Uber and she was like, I don't know, these shoes are feeling weird. We're almost like there. And she's like, I think they gave me the wrong size shoe. And she like takes her shoes off and it's a size 8. She's a size 10. And we're like, what the heck? And her feet are really killing her at this point. And she's just like, oh my God. And we get out the Uber that we're at the MGM Grand and we're walking. She's like, I'm gonna try to thug it out, basically. I'm just gonna try to make this happen. And we're walking and walking through the casino, and she looks like she's in pain. And it was like I'm trying to give her support because I think she wants to go up. She know like she's like, we're running late. I can make it, and I'm just trying to be supportive. Like, you got this. Like, we can take your shoes off like right when you get there, and then we'll figure out how to get back to the car. And but she was just like, I can't do this. Like, we kept making stops. And she literally finally at the end, we were getting through security for the concert. And she's like, I can't do this. I'm literally, my feet cannot. Like, it's 2 sizes smaller. And I get it now. Because it didn't look like they were too small. But now I can see how I felt. I'm like, oh, that's terrible. But so she was like, oh my God, you do me a huge favor. Do you think you can go back to the hotel and go get my spare shoes? And I was like, I guess, like, you can't make it up. And I was just like, okay. And I was like, well, I need you to be on the phone with me because I'm not going to get kidnapped in Vegas. So, like, I called another Uber and, like, I was kind of like run walking through the hotel and she was on the phone with me. And let's run walking. And I think in one of my steps, because I was like run walking and then I just went to start walking again because I was about to leave the carpet part, my heel breaks. Like the heel, it's like connected to the foot platform, like this part. It basically went like this. And so like I was running and I could feel my heel go in like this. And I was like, oh my God, these are brand new shoes. I've only worn them like 4 times. And I was like, oh my God. And she was like, what? And I was like, you won't believe what just happened to me. Like, my freaking shoe just broke too. So she's like, oh my God. And I was like, I think I can make it. Like, I could make it because it wasn't as uncomfortable. It was actually not uncomfortable at all. Like, the only part that started getting uncomfortable was like the strap part in the front, which always gets uncomfortable because they're sort of like stiletto style heels. So other than that, it was like fine. So I was like, I'm good. I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna gun it. I'm gonna just like make it to the hotel. So I got in the Uber, told the Uber what was going on, and I was like, listen, I was like, do you think that I was like, the concert is about to start. Do you think that if I pay you, I was like, do you think you could wait for me? Like, so that way I don't have to try to wait for another Uber. You'll just be downstairs waiting again. For me, he's like, well, I can't do that because I have to cancel the trip and I have to wait for other people. Like, he's like, I can't do that. And I was just like, okay, what if I pay you extra in cash? And he was like, okay. And so literally I ran up the escalator, got the shoes, ran downstairs. I was fine. I made it. Guy was waiting there. Chanel's still on the phone with me. And I mean, I made it right in time for the concert for Silk Sonic. Literally got her shoes. She got her shoes on. We walked in and we were grabbing a drink. And while we were grabbing a drink, you hear, the first song from the Silk Sonic, from the Silk Sonic album go on. And it's like hilarious. And we're just like, how did that happen? And, I mean, after that concert, my feet were on fire. Like those shoes were so uncomfortable. And I was just like ready to go. Like I was just so ready to go. And we went to like a couple clubs after trying to, and I didn't realize like how weird the lounges and the clubs are. I feel like you have to be famous to be able to get into a club over there or whatever, because the lines are so long. It's not as like easy as it seems like it would be to get into a club. So when you're a commoner, you can't get into a club in Vegas. You have to be like on a list or something like that. And weren't on a list for this particular club, which we wanted to go to, which was Marquee. We did sign up for some other ones, and it was cool, but we just didn't go. So, yeah. So then we ended up going back like after we had like no luck with the clubs. We just ended up going back to the hotel room, getting room service, and just like going to bed. Which I had worse sleep while I was in Vegas. I actually didn't realize, like, with the time change, I was already gonna be sleepy, but I was also about to be on my period. So it was like exhausted, and I never sleep when I'm about to be on my period. It's the worst. It's the worst. So I barely got any sleep. The next day, we ended up going to, this was Sunday, and this was my favorite day. Like, the Silk Sonic concert was amazing, but that Sunday we had so much fun. We went to the day club, the Marquee Day Club, and we went to this pool party, and it was so much fun. Like, I love like EDM house kind of music, and that's all they were playing there, and it was just fun. It was just like so much fun. I met some like these British guys that were there. They were really nice and really fun. And then like, the all right, this finally came out. Oh, it's like a serum. It says treats, fights, evens. Okay. It says acne hydrating moisturizer. I like. It smells good too. It's very soft. So this is very serumy. I really like this. I think this is gonna go really pretty under my Forever Young. It feels really nice. Yeah, this is very serumy. I like this. Yeah. I'm gonna try this tonight when I wash my face. So, oh, look at that! Look at that skin! Wow! Whoa! Whoa! This is beautiful. Definitely trying this. Okay, so this is definitely going under my Forever Young tonight. Wow, this is so nice. This feels beautiful on my skin. Like, all right, so my favorite. All right, so let's see. All right, so then Marquee Day Club, so much fun, best time. Like, that's probably next time I go to Vegas and do like pool parties and get like a cabana or something, because we didn't get a cabana, and that's one thing. It was just like so expensive, and obviously we're not rich, and so like for two people, it was like a grand for like a cabana, starting at 1,000 or starting at 500. And still, that's like, it was not starting at 500. I think it was starting at like 8 or 10, and I was just like, absolutely not. So yeah, so we did that, and then we went to this restaurant in Aria, which next time I go to Vegas, I'm going to stay at Aria, period. It's more quiet, it's more laid back. One thing I didn't like about the cosmetologian, the Cosmopolitan, was that it's really like a busy, loud hotel. It's like, because they have a casino there, and I just didn't like that. Like, I didn't like seeing so many people. First thing I walked downstairs in the lobby, all you see is people. Like, I would rather be in a place a little bit more quiet, more secluded, more just laid back. I don't want to be in the hustle and bustle. I want to go to the hustle and bustle if I want to. But I know some people like that. Like, they like to be in where everything is at. So if you like to be in that, definitely recommend the Cosmopolitan. I mean, it's a beautiful hotel. Their pools are gorgeous. They have a great view. I just like something a little bit quieter. So after we went to the pool, we had so much fun. We got ready and we went to Mastro's. It was a restaurant in Aria, and I loved their food. So first of all, well, actually, okay, their steak was amazing. We got some sushi first as an appetizer, and that sushi was freaking good. So good. It was nice and spicy. It was just delicious. And I ordered steak. I ordered the New York Prime, which I don't know what I was thinking. I don't know why I thought it was smaller. And this New York Prime steak was huge. I should have went with my typical, ribeye, just a small little, 6 ounce, whatever it's called, 6 ounce steak. I think it's a ribeye, whatever. I know what I like. I know I like my steak smaller. And I got the New York prime steak and I was like, dang, I'm never doing that again. Like, I need to double check the sizes again. I forget there's certain cuts that are bigger, and I didn't finish it, and it was delicious. Like, I ate half of it, but it was like too much and I didn't want to carry it where I was going, but it was so delicious. And the mac and cheese could have had a little bit more salt to it. So, but it was good. I didn't finish it because I didn't really think it had much flavor, but and I ended up getting Brussels sprouts, which I love, and they were really good too. But we left there and we went to a Chippendale show. And I think everyone who goes to Vegas needs to go see Chippendales. Like, I feel like that is part of like what Vegas is about. Like, you go to a show and you have to see Chippendales. Like, that's like the Vegas thing. And the reason why I went to a Chippendale show, I wasn't really going to go. I wasn't really interested. But after my experience, I have that opinion. But the reason why I went was because Vinny Guadagnino, or however you say his last name, was there. He had a residency there. And I was just like, oh my God, I have to see Vinny. Like, first of all, I love Vinny. He's like one of my favorites from the Jersey Shore. So if you know me, you know I love the Jersey Shore. And I actually saw DJ Pauly D perform one time here in Atlanta. And yeah, I paid like VIP and everything. I didn't get to see him because the what's it called? The club promoters were just like being shisty. Like, they literally took money from people and had us pay extra money for like VIP, quote unquote. And we were gonna have like early entry to the spot. We're gonna have our own little section. And everybody was gonna leave with a picture with DJ Pauly D. And my friend paid extra too to do VIP, and we didn't get our pictures or anything. And I know that's probably not Pauly D's fault. It was probably like the shisty promoters from these shisty clubs in Atlanta. So anyway, Vinny was performing, and it was the best show ever. It's so funny. Like, they're not strippers, but they're like, dancers, and they're like, they show their butts a lot, and they have like their towels covering their, area. And I'm just like, it's kind of funny to me in a way, because I just think it's funny when guys do stuff like that. I don't think male strippers are cute at all. Like, I'm just like, that's just a weird job to have. But like, it was so funny watching it. I felt like I didn't belong there, but it was just like, why am I here? It's just like a bunch of bachelorette ladies and girls, and just like, going crazy, and grandmas in the front seats. And then there's me, and I'm just like, but I'm enjoying it because it was so much fun. And just, you start falling into it, and you're just like going crazy with them. And Vinny's hot, obviously, sexy. And my best friend, so they had different challenges on the stage. And the host was like, we're gonna have we're gonna have a challenge, and Vinny's gonna judge this challenge, and we're gonna have 3 lucky ladies come up to the stage. And my best friend was like trying to get me up there. I was like, no, you're going up there, you're doing this. And I'm like telling her to do it, she's gonna do it. And so I force her on the stage, and she goes up there. She's like, I didn't realize it, but she said she was nervous. She looked like she was owning the stage, and I was like laughing and recording the entire thing. And so, they had different, it was almost like a dating show type thing. And Vinny was going to pick his best winner. And they had one girl to do one challenge. The other girl did another challenge. And then my best friend did her challenge. And her challenge was that she had to show using the host, she had to show Vinny what her favorite move in the bedroom was. And when I tell you, this girl went all out, it was so funny. She went in and she was like, oh, I'm gonna show you, we're gonna win this. I feel like she was like trying to win this for me. I don't know what we were gonna win, but I feel like she really was like trying to win. And I was like, wow. And she really killed it. Like, first of all, if you ever seen Chanel dance, like, she dances amazing, but she killed this I want to show a clip of what she did, but I'm just gonna say this: it's NSFW. It's not suitable for work, and it's not suitable for parents. So, mom, close your eyes. But anyways, so she did this move, and she ended up winning, of course, and she won a chance to take a picture with Vinny and the Chippendales, and she gave it to me. And I'm like, this, you're the real one, because I went there for Vinny. Like, I was just like, I really wanted to, meet him. And this is the picture I got to take. And look, I'm sitting on his sexy little lap. He's so cute. Yeah, and he was super sweet. Like, I was on stage, and I was just like trying to figure out which side to sit on, and I was just like, I was like, well, let me sit on this side. I was like, this is my good side. And he was like, well, they're both your good side. And I was like, thank you, Vinny. But yeah, he's so cute. But one of the Chippendales, I got a couple of them to sign the back. I didn't really get all of them to sign because honestly, I didn't care about them. I just wanted to see Vinny, whatever. But yeah, this is such a fun moment, and it really was the best night ever. And one of the Chippendales was trying to talk to me, kind of. He really was. So Chanel was trying to force me to talk to him, though. I mean, I'm looking at him right now, and I mean, he was cute. He was really, really cute. And she was like, you need to go talk to him, because, I'm single. So I was like, I don't know. And she's like, go talk to him. And so I was like, okay. I was like, I mean, I'm just going to get him to sign my thing. And so there was this part of the show where you can actually mingle with the Chippendales and get them to sign your autographs and things like that. So we were waiting for them. And I see him over there at the bar, and I'm just like, okay, I'm going to go up to him. Like, I'm going to go grab him while he's alone. And so I go up to him, and I'm like, hey, I'm just like, can I get your autograph? And he's like, it depends. I feel like I was in a movie. And he was like, with his drink, he was literally like this. It depends. And I was like, oh, he's cute. Oh, he's really cute. And I seen him with his shirt off, so he's really cute. But I was like, okay, it depends on what. And he was like, can I get a hug? And I was just like, of course, you're hot. Like, yes. Just kidding. Like, no. But yeah, so I gave him a hug, and I was like, and we just started chatting or whatever. He was really nice. And then I was just, whatever. And then, I finished talking to him, and actually he signed this. So I can't show the name because then y'all know who I'm talking about. But he signed it, and so I was just like, oh, thank you so much. And I walked off, and, go back and sit down with my best friend. She's like, you didn't get his number? You didn't talk to him? I was like, no, I was just like, we were just talking. She was like, you need to get his number. Like, you need to, she was like adamant. And I'm just like, oh my God. So I was just, okay, cool. I need to try. I need to, try. So he was like walking, and then I wave him down. I was like, hey, come over here. And so my best friend was sitting next to me. She's like, I'm going to go sit over there because I have some stuff to do. And he was like, oh, you're going to leave us? And she's like, yeah, y'all need your privacy or something like that. She said something slick or funny. And, we were just talking, it was a good conversation. It was really nice. And, he had a really nice haircut. And I was just like, who does your hair down here? And I was just trying to plug my friend he's a barber out there. So I was like, well, let me get your number or your Instagram. I was like, do you feel comfortable? I can, give you, I can give you his information basically. And he was like, yeah. And he's like, of course, get my number or whatever. And this is really weird because he was very much flirting with me, which is kind of annoying. But I was just like, and then we just kind of texted that night. And then the next day we were definitely flirting. So we were like, oh, we should link up, later on, next time you come to Vegas, whatever. It was kind of like that type of stuff. And just really just innocent flirting, which is fine. It was nothing more. But at the same time, I'm just like, I'm going to see if I can find him on Instagram. And I was just like, I found him on Instagram, and his entire Instagram is with him and his girlfriend. And I'm like, what the? I would be pissed if I knew my man was out here giving his number out, like flirting and doing all these things. Like, this is why it's so hard to date, because there are some slick men out here. And he wasn't cheating or anything. Like I said, we both stopped talking to each other. It was, I would say, innocent flirting, but I would just, if I was in a relationship, I wouldn't give my number out. Like, that would not be happening. So it was just kind of annoying. And it was just like, oh, you're terrible. Stop flirting with me. Stop flirting with single women. But yeah, but so that's why you just, everything you see on Instagram, like, ain't true. But yeah, so I deleted his number as soon as I saw that. I was like, ooh, like, yuck. So, which is fine because I didn't want him anyway. I did it because, I was forced to. Well, I wasn't forced to. But yeah, so anyways, I was there for Vinny. I got my picture. This was the host. He was really fun. I don't know if you can see him because of the glare, but he was really fun. And yeah, they were just really, really, really nice, very professional guys. Even the guy who was like, give me his number, I think he was very professional too. I mean, I don't think he wasn't doing anything crazy. All right, so my last package, I'm going to go ahead and unbox it, and we'll wrap up the video. So this one's a little boring. Y'all probably won't care about this one as much, but I got this book. It was highly recommended by my coworker. It's called Kristen. It's called The Great Alone, I think. Yeah, The Great Alone by Kristen Hanna. And it is, I can read the description. Oh my God, I feel like I'm on Reading Rainbow when the kids used to have their segments when they talk about the book. Alaska, 1974. Or I should do this in my British accent. Alaska, 1974. The Albrights are a family in crisis. They are alone, living off the grid in a harsh and unforgiving wilderness. Ernst Albright has come home from the Vietnam War and a changed and volatile man, and has made the impulsive decision to move his wife and daughter north to America's last true frontier. Cora Albright will do anything for the man she loves, even if it means following him into the unknown. 13-year-old Lenny, caught in the riptide of her parents' passionate, stormy relationship, has little choice but to go along, daring to hope this new land promises her family a better future. Even though they have found a small, independent community of strong men and even stronger women, winter is approaching, darkness is descending, and Ernst's fragile mental state is deteriorating. Soon the perils outside pale in comparison to threats from within. In their small cabin, covered in snow, blanketed in 18 hours of night, Lenny and her mother learn the terrible truth. They are on their own. In the wild, there is no one to save them but themselves. This sweeping, unforgettable portrait of family frailty and resilience spans the decades in a place of incomparable beauty and danger, where a family learns the truth about the wilderness that lives in both man and nature. Wow. That's powerful. So I'm going to start that tonight, and I hear it's really good. So it's a historical fiction, which I actually really like. I think there was one that I read recently. It was called The Lighthouse. So it was something like that. It was another historical fiction. I really like that genre. And so I'm going to read this tonight. You guys, thanks so much for listening to my story time and unboxing. I hope you enjoyed this story. I have a pretty boring life, but I hope to, have a little bit more excitement soon here and there. I do have some news I'm going to share soon. So I probably won't be sharing it until closer to the date, but I'm really excited about this new news I'm going to share. And it's something that's been, a it's been a work in progress, and I'm finally glad that I actually made the decision. But yeah, I'm going to share that with you all soon. I'll be trying these products tonight, and I'll let you know how they feel in the next video. So thanks so much for watching. Like I said, if you haven't done so already, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Go ahead and join the Dalys' makeup family, and just hear me rant and rave about nonsense, really, if you think about it. But anyways, thanks guys. See you later.